Hello, and welcome to the newest episode of the Drive Home Podcast, the only podcast where we constantly warn you about seatbelt safety. I mean, probably. Not that you shouldn't buckle your seatbelts, because you should. Wait, no, that's what the warning part's about. I think I did it already. I don't know. Anyway, that's not the real point. So, with that said, let's drive this podcast home. Today, I wasn't supposed to be here. This episode wasn't supposed to happen, and life wasn't supposed to suck so hard today. I had a day off, and to that end, I had plans with friends, which I did actually do. One of my friends who didn't really have a good, he didn't have a bad childhood or anything, but he didn't watch, like, cartoons, necessarily. He was more, he would watch SpongeBob, I guess, but he was most interested in, like, the Discovery Channel. Anyway. Sorry, I'm a bit just exhausted, like, vocally, I guess. Not that I talked a lot, but just general, too much. Anyway, a little bit out of breath. That's the one. Anyway, so we've been watching Over the Garden Wall with him because it's one of my brother's favorite Cartoon Network shows. So I like it too. I don't know if it's my favorite. Well, it's not my favorite. My favorite's a different one. But my favorite it's hard to say specifically. It's kind of in between Adventure Time and Infinity Train, from what I remember. But that's besides the point. So the main thing is that we were watching through it today with him. Most of it. We saw the first 3 episodes a couple weeks ago, and because we were watching Avatar instead of watching Infinity Train, since we finished the first season the previous time before this time I'm talking about, instead of starting season 2 of Infinity Train, we watched the first 3 episodes of Over the Garden Wall. It's only supposed to be 2, but it was whatever. Because I just wanted to do it because way back when we did try and get him to watch it, before we actually got him to watch an episode, it was like, I don't know. We had been talking about it, but we just hadn't really, like, done it, and it was kind of sad. And we don't always have a lot of time to do stuff. That's the key thing, and I think that's a key thing, a key rule for everyone, honestly. It's just that there's never enough time. Never enough time to hang out and have fun with your friends. Never enough time in the day to do what you need to do. Never enough time to get done what you need to at work. I mean, I did my work, I think. I don't remember not doing it, so there might be some stuff I forgot, but I didn't have a lot of time to do work today, as I vaguely implied, because as we were on our way to see if the stores were open, as this is New Year's Day, the first day of 2025 for me and everybody else currently. Well, maybe not currently, but everyone else in this time zone at this time. it's the first day of January 2025. So so not all the stores are open, basically. Mine was. I didn't have work today, but I got called in maybe half. I don't know. We were driving over to the stores in our local stores because there's one that sells pizza. They're not open very long, and that's not just pizza. They're just like a general store, but like a small one. Like they're not a grocery store. I think general store fits them. They have like hot and ready to go foods. They're like a gas station, but like an in town one, right? I don't know how to explain this good. But yeah, so we usually go there for pizza because their pizza is really good, and there's not too many other places you can just walk into with hot and ready pizza. The sad thing about that place, though, is that they don't get enough workers, or they don't, or whatever. So, long story short, the store is closed super early now, and they're sometimes not even open on certain days that they would normally be open. Regardless, this is New Year's, so they were closed, which is fine. So we went over to the nearby dollar store, actually, instead, and got some food there. We then went home and watched through episodes 4 through 10 of Over the Garden Wall. He really enjoyed it, which is good, which makes sense. I mean, he didn't say, I don't want to watch this. Of course, with all good, with 90% of good television or entertainment, there are some cringy parts that help define characters as who they are, and that is something that is in that show. But it's cringy on purpose, so it makes sense and it's fine. I don't know if this is a thing for everyone, and this is off track, but you know what? No. Why do I always stay on track? Why? Maybe this is the starting point. 2025 New Year resolution. Wait, no. New Year. Wait, is it? I don't know. Because there's a resolution thing. Oh, right. Speaking of New Year's and stuff. So last night I stayed up with my brother and some friends, and some of my brother's friends kind of got in there on the tail end, which is fine. Not in a bad way, but like we weren't expecting it, which is cool. As it ended up being a big group, which is cool. But my brother plays a lot of VR chat, and because my friends live a town away and stuff, and it's cold and nobody wants to go anywhere, we were gonna play VR until the ball dropped last night, and we did, and we played it until like 3 in the morning, in fact, which is too much, too long, I guess. But regardless, it was really fun. Played some games, I think. Yeah, towards the end we did, and like well, after the ball drop, we played some games and we explored some. We learned stuff. We actually learned something. There's some cool charity associating with VR chat, and they do this thing, and like they make, or somebody makes worlds with, I don't know, and then you can pay tickets or pay money for tickets, and you can use those, and I don't know, and if you're enough of a charity donator or something, you get perks for your VR avatars that you own, which I didn't even know was a thing that you could own them. Whatever. We learned a lot, honestly. It was a very interesting New Year, honest, and I had some deja vu, which was weird, because I had never learned about that before, I don't think. Unless, who knows? I don't know. That place was cool, though. But I do feel like I've been there before. That is so strange. Huh. I have no idea. Deja, so maybe I'll do an episode on this just to be interesting, but also because I'm interested in it. But I don't know why I said just because it'd be interesting. I don't know. But I kind of want to do an episode on deja vu and stuff and the stuff surrounding that. It kind of speaks to me on a different level. I don't know. It's something that's interested me for a long time, a great many years now. So at some point it'll have been a majority of my life, I think. So I'm like 21. So not yet, no. I think I'll have to be around 30, I think, for it to count. I don't know. And I don't know if I'll ever get into the specifics of why it's important to me, or if I have gotten into those before. I'm not sure. And I'm sure it's unbelievable, so. But I think deja vu is really interesting, honestly. It's, yeah, and for just deja vu is when you have a vague sense that you've experienced, felt, heard, learned, whatever, something before, but you haven't. But, like, very specifically, like, you felt like you've experienced whatever you're currently experiencing before. That is what deja vu is. It's kind of, I don't know if it's any more broader than that, but that is as broad as I can say. But, I don't know. It's something that interests me, and I think it would be cool to talk about. Though, honestly, with my memory, there's a chance sometimes I forget certain things, and it just happens. But you never know. And I don't remember experiencing that before, which is the weird thing. So, but, it's remembering and forgetting things and learning new things is always at least something to do, if not nothing else. I don't know. But, I guess I had a good New Year's Eve, and as for New Year's, it was okay at the beginning. I slept until around noonish, and then as we were going to get stuff, my work called. Somebody called out and they couldn't close, and they needed me to close. And I didn't want to say no. And they didn't say I had to be there at any specific time, which is good. So I think I said I would come when I could. And I didn't tell them. Because I did tell them I wouldn't be able to be there for a while. Because keep in mind, this was probably around like 12:30, and I ended up leaving my house around 3:30, and it takes like 25 minutes to get there. So, But no, the reason I couldn't go there sooner besides the fact that I was hanging out with friends, is because I didn't have any work clothes. I had some pants from a different time, but I have more pairs of pants now thanks to Christmas. Because, like, I don't know. At least pants that I can wear at work, because jeans are pretty much the only ones I know of that are allowed, unless it's a special exception. But if it's not a special exception, it should be jeans, I think, and that's presumably it. For most people, at least my department people, because we have to go into the food related departments. We're not allowed to wear shorts, socks during summer, which it is not. So, but no, just generally, I didn't have any clean work shirts or anything. Or I didn't tell them this specifically, but that was the reason it took me so long. I have no idea why my laundry took so long. Like, I put it in as soon as I got home, and we were done with at least the washing machine was really quick. The dryer took forever, and I don't know why. But, you know, eventually it got done, and I went to work. So I worked for about 4 hours, 4 to 8. And it wasn't fun, and I didn't want to do it, but I did it. And I guess there's also holiday pay, so that's cool. But all in all, not worst day, not best day. Could have been better day, wasn't day, I guess. You ever just get the feeling that you're being followed? Because there's a car behind you, and it's following you. And it's like, even if you're on like a relatively common road, but then you pull off onto a more uncommon road that people don't normally take as much. Like a back road, and they follow you. Oh hey, they just live on this road or something, cool. And I know that has a bit of narcissism to it. That just the idea that somebody would be like following you. But like, I don't know what they're following me for. Maybe they're a serial killer or a psychopath. Who knows? People are crazy. You know, they gotta check out their victims so that they know they can get away with it. Anyway, I guess that is pretty much all the time we have. I mean, like, I'm almost home. I'm like roughly 10 seconds away, but guess I should finish it up there. Don't have to, but it's whatever. This has been an interesting episode. I've been talking a lot of like meta-y stuff, which kind of sucks, but. And I also talked about the new year, though, so it's all good. New year, and today kind of wasn't what I expected it to be. So, you know, wasn't best, wasn't worst, yada yada yada. I said that all before. And I've arrived home, so I guess The only thing left to do is thank you all for being here and all that. And all the ending stuff. So, thanks for watching or listening, because there's nothing to watch. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Drive Home Podcast. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, you don't have to. Comment New Year's resolutions, I guess, for this year, or I guess 2024 into 2025. Because at some point, it'll be repetitious for different years, and then you'll have to find new ones. Or just, if you didn't, whatever. Let's all have a great 2025, I guess. I just want to go inside so bad. I just want to, do nothing forever. But, thank you all for listening, and I sincerely do hope you all have a great next 24 hours. Or, a great next 2025. So, have a good one, everybody, and stay safe. Buckle up, I guess. Oh, and my car's fine. I don't know if I talked about this at all, but I thought my car had issues, and it doesn't. Or it had issues again, but it didn't, so it's fine. And it's all good. So, that's a good thing. Have a good one, everybody. Goodbye.